Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys tips and tricks that I like to use to make my eyes appear bigger. If you notice, I am wearing no eyeshadow and I only have one eyebrow done. That is why, because I'm going to go and do one side the way that I would typically do to make my eye appear bigger, and then what you don't want to do on the opposite side. And the very first thing is definitely to do your brows. I know that I do have pretty decent brows, so this one still looks pretty full and whatever, but this is what I liked my brows to look like, so they're nice and finished. So the biggest thing is definitely make sure that you do your brows however you like. It's nice to have a little bit of lift right here, so I like to carve out in this area even if I have some hair that I need to pluck, because I need that little bit of arch to bring my eye lifted and looking like it's upward. I'm going to be doing a very basic eye today, so I'm going to use one of my favorite basic neutral eyeshadow palettes, which is the Cocoa Mirage from Tom Ford. And this is essentially all matte. This one's like slightly satin, but mainly an all matte palette, just for the purposes of doing this video. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to start off with this shade right here on a Sonergy Worker Pro. You do already see color on my eye because I accidentally picked up the wrong shade. But I'm going to show you what I do not want to do on this side. And so I am placing this all over the lid up to the crease, but I'm not going to pass the crease. I am just going to put this on the lid. And I'm also not going to blend out on this outer corner. I'm only going to have this shade on the lid in of itself, and I'm just packing it on. Now on this eye, I'm going to blow that shade out, but first I'm going to do the same technique, just applying the color all over the lid. Now in order to make this side appear larger, I'm going to take that same shade on a MAC 221 and I'm slowly going to bring it upward. So I am passing the crease, and as you can see, I'm looking straight on into the mirror instead of holding my brows up like this, because when you do that, you can end up with it too high or too low. You want to keep your eyes how they are going to be when you're looking at someone straight on. Now, if you need to lift your eye because you have a hooded eye or something like that, that's completely fine, but you want to lift, place, and keep looking down, so you're going back and forth so that you know what it looks like when you're going to be looking at somebody straight on. And as you can see on this outer corner, I am going to blow it out just a little bit. Basically, as the product is less and less on my brush is when I am bringing it more and more upwards, and as you can already tell, or you should already be able to tell, it's already starting to look larger than this side. If you have a hooded eye and you are going to be doing a smoky eye, I wouldn't bring this inner corner right here all the way over as I am. I would keep it more tucked in, but still blending it up. So say, like if you're looking down, you still want to be able to see the shadow. I just wouldn't bring it up as high. And I would probably use a lighter shade. So I would go in with that lighter color first and keep that on the inner corner, and then smoke out this outer edge so that you have a nice, more clean smoky here, and then brought up on the outer edge. But for my shape, I can kind of go all around. And I'm taking my time, so you're kind of seeing this in real time right here. If you skip this part out here completely, you're making your eye look so much smaller and beady-eyed rather than large and like doll-like. So as you can see, I'm tucking it here and then bringing it more upward out on the outer corner here. And here you have the first set of differences. This eye is already looking bigger than what this one is. And I'm going to pick up the original shade that I accidentally picked up the first time, tap off the excess, and I am going to blend around the edge, but I'm not going to really bring it up. I'm going to keep it right into the crease and just blend around the edges of that dark shadow so that it's not harsh, but I'm not going to bring it upward. And again, I'm not going to bring it out either. Same thing on this side, I'm just blending around the edges, but again, I'm up much, much, much higher. I have a lot of space on this part of my eye, and especially for hooded eyes, when your eye covers, when your top part covers the bottom half, you really want to make sure that this section out here is blended up pretty high, like all the way into here, and then start cutting it in. But on this outer corner, you want to really make sure that you see the shades. And I definitely suggest using mattes for that because you want that to recede and not be pushed forward any further, especially on this inner corner. So if you have a lid coming over top of your lid right here, I wouldn't suggest using any kind of shimmer right on this part of the eye. For my shape, I really like to take in this inner corner with this lighter shade. Just make sure it's all blended up right in here as well. Now for this eye, I'm not going to put anything underneath my lower lash line. I'm going to leave it blank. But on this one, you could do one of two things. You can either use the darker shade to make it a little bit more vampy, or you could use the lighter shade to soften it up a little bit, but either way, put something down there. I am using the darker shade, and I'm getting it right up close to the lower lash line. You can choose, if you have smaller eyes but you still want to make them look larger, you can use different brushes and stay up closer to the actual lash line, but then you want to go in with another shade like this and go right underneath, because you don't want it to be too small, because again, that is going to make your eye look smaller. So if you don't want to bring this down too far, but you want to have that smokiness, just take this a little closer to the eye and then go back with the fluffier brush, the lighter shade, and blend right around the edges, because you're not going to see that lighter shade as much, but it's still going to open up the eye. And I'm connecting it right here. So you can see this is all connected. You do not want to have, Wayne Goss talks about this all the time, you don't want to have your eyeshadow stop here and then your under shadow start and come down, because it's going to look like they're separated. It's going to bring your eye down, and that is so true. You want to make sure that these are nice and connected. I really just like to blow this out with whatever is left on my brush. So nothing, and then something underneath the lower lash line. Next up, I'm gonna go in with my highlighting shade, which would be this one right here, and a MAC 242. Now, I like to take this right at the brow arch, and that is gonna create a lift. Sometimes to help clean up, I will take the excess right around the edges, but the majority of the actual shine or pigmentation should be right at the brow arch to lift it up. See that? Now, a big mistake a lot of people do is they take that much, they're gonna go all over, all willy-nilly with it. I'm highlighting my brow arch. Yeah, it's too much. Now let's talk about liner. For me, if I was gonna have a dramatic look and I was gonna put on lashes and everything else, I could put liner up here, but sometimes I feel like it can make my eyes look just a little bit smaller. So no matter what, I always put a little bit of black gel line. This is a gel in pencil form on my top inner rim, and you're gonna see instantly that that is going to make my lashes look a little thicker, and it's going to create some depth. See? If I was going to add that to the top right here because I wanted to give you that sultriness, like closed in but smoked out look, I would do that liner and then I would take a smudger brush or a pencil brush and just smudge it out before applying my mascara. But for today, I'm just trying to show you guys big eye effects. Now on this eye, I'm going to do the wrong thing, and I'm going to cover up the lid space that I even have showing because obviously we didn't even bring up the shadow. So it looks tiny, and I'm going to take some black liner and go right over the top. I'm so far away from my mirror right now. This is not good. I've already messed it up. Oh. Let me get closer to my liner. To my mirror. And now I have successfully closed off that eye. Now, can you imagine if you had a hooded lid? If you had a hooded lid, it would be like this. You would see nothing. Yeah, so I would definitely stay away from that. If you have a hooded eye, do the inner rim. And if you wanted to do a wing, you're just gonna start a little bit lower and bring it out and tuck it in. You're not really gonna wanna make that line all the way across. You can kind of do halfway, but keep the liner as close to the lashes as you possibly can. I would not bring it all the way in at all. I would just make sure that you lined the inner part, and it kind of makes it look like you have liner on, but it's not covering up any of your lid space, whereas this is covering up a lot of your lid space, especially if you have hooded eyes. I'm about to run out of this. I'm going to go in and do the next don't, which is just lining your inner rim. No shadow underneath, nothing. Just making your eye look as small as possible. There we go. Now, if I wanted to do that with this side, what I would do is I would put this on, and then I would take a little bit of it right underneath and I would smudge it out. But I'm not doing that today, again, because this isn't really a smoky eye tutorial. It's just showing you the tricks I like to use to make my eye look bigger. On this eye, I'm going to go in with a nude liner. I definitely prefer my Milk Makeup liner, but this one works too. I just like the other one better. I'm trying to use this one up. This is the Roller Eye Bright Pencil, and I'm just gonna line my inner rim. And again, as you can see, that just helps to open up the eye. Now I'm gonna move on to my inner corner because I forgot. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that light shade and go right in here. Like so. I'm going to do the same thing on here, but I'm just going to go too much. Now for mascara. I am going to luckily I do have pretty long lashes, but one of the mistakes I see people doing is that A, they will not put mascara on their lower lashes, and B, they don't put on enough mascara. Like they don't want to take the time to do mascara. So what I'm going to do on this side is, even though I have pretty long lashes, I'm going to put one little coat of my mascara, and then I'm going to go on this side and add several coats, do my tricks. I actually have a video, and I'm going to link it down below, and it's all about how my lashes grow because I use a new lash serum, and then how I do my mascara, the tips and tricks on how to make my lashes look longer. But I really take my time with my mascara. I don't like to just go in there and put it on and walk out the door. I really like to take my time. I also have a tutorial on my brows, so if you're wondering about those as well, I also have a tutorial there, both down below. But on this side, I'm just going to put excuse me, I'm just going to put one little coat. I like to go on the back of my lashes and everything, but on this side, I'm just going to do the one little coat. Make my eyelashes look terrible. Again, I'm not going to put anything on my lower lashes. Now on this side, and I'm going to have to cut out and come back because this is going to take me forever, I'm going to put several coats. Really work it in. I like to put it on the back sides. I like to wait. I like to put several coats on. Yeah, and then I end up going in with my little mascara, which is the extended play, and I go in and I add more even to the backs of my lashes. So yeah, I will have that video linked down below. So as we can see, lashes definitely make a huge difference. Just taking your time, doing some of my little tips, you know, if you decide that you want to use a serum or not, just taking your time, curl your lashes if you need to. Luckily, I do have naturally curly lashes, but as you can see, even with having long lashes, just doing one little coat and not doing any of my tricks to make my lashes look their very best definitely makes them look shorter. And then it doesn't help that I don't have any liner on the inner rim over here, and it's all on top, and it covers up half of my lid, it covers up my lashes. It just doesn't do me any favors at all. And the next step is to put mascara on the lower lashes. This is the MAC Extended Play in Giga Black. Giga Black just means it's the extra dark version, but it's a tubing mascara. It is my absolute favorite for my lower lash line. And it's also my favorite to go behind my lashes like this and get that little bit of extra length, because if you're not going and you're hitting the back of your lashes, sometimes you're missing the tips of your lashes. So if you haven't seen my natural lash video, please check it out. I'm telling you, it'll make a huge difference. And then so does adding mascara to your bottom lashes, because again, it just makes your eyes look so much bigger. So here's the finished look. Big eye versus the little eye. Anywho, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know what you think down below. And if there's anything else you guys are wondering about or a video that you guys want to see, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.